Hello everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, everyone. So today is Sunday, February 13th. Evan and I just got home. I had like on a plaid dress. You guys seen me in that before. I had that on. Evan is now in the room laying down. He hurt his hand during the week at work, and then he just told me about it this morning. So I'm a little upset with him, but not a big upset. I think a lot of times in marriages, a lot of times where women, and I'm not saying all women, I'm speaking for myself, that we are just extra precautious, and we're on them about safety. And Evan is in a construction job, and he also does painting. So there's many times he's come home with cuts and bruises, and sometimes he doesn't tell me because he knows that I'm going to freak out. But he's doing okay, but his hand is hurting him a little bit. So we just got home from Walmart. My mom and dad have been gone for the past couple hours because they left way before us. They went to Costco, and someone wanted to record a video while the house is quiet and no one is here, besides Evan. Like I said, he's relaxing. The Super Bowl comes on. As tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So what are you guys' plans for what you are doing? Or you celebratory and on dealing with Valentine's Day? If you're single and you're proud of being single, kudos and awesome, hats off to you. Do you, be yourself, and enjoy that single life. If you're dating, don't overwhelm yourself trying to go outrageously trying to impress someone. Do it to the best of your ability, and that the person will love you and accept you for who you are. Don't be lazy, but do what you can do, and hopefully that person will reciprocate, that the relationship will be well balanced. And then in marriage, every marriage is different. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers out there. Evan and I, we're not making a big deal out of it. We was talking about that this morning, not knowing how the weather is, because Friday, the weather was actually very beautiful. Yesterday, the sun was out, but it was cold. Today, this morning, it's cold. The sun morning yesterday, I went to the ER because I had one of those crazy flare-up bouts of the AFI, the acute febrile illness. And when I say it was outrageous, it was outrageous. My nephew and his girlfriend was here to assist me, and they did a phenomenal job. My mom and dad were out, Evan was at work. So a lot of times it's triggered by different things. Sometimes I can feel cold. And honestly, what triggered it off was I had some Raisin Canes and then just sipping some Sprite. Stomach started to feel a little nauseous, and just feel like it was turning, and then I started to feel cold and shake, and then everything just transpired and went downhill after that. So talking outside my head, it's a lot. It is. We went to the ER yesterday. The EMTs that I had were fantabulous. I thank God for them. Got there, no one, had to, I didn't have to waste it. There was no one really blocking me or slowing me down. I also had some chest pains. I was worried if I had a heart attack, but thank God I didn't. So all of that checked out with the EKG, everything. They did an x-ray, everything was fine. They were just saying that my red blood cells was elevated because I had an infection. I also had a 99.9 fever. Then it also increased my heart rate. So that's why they was thinking that, because I was complaining about chest pains. But once it died down, I started feeling a little bit better. But I was just overall weak, lethargic, just completely out of it. If you guys remember that I mentioned in a video before, when Evan and I were heading to my appointment to get the B12 injection, I think that was that. Heading to get that done. On last Tuesday, my mom and I saw the infectious disease doctor, and she's one that I met her for the first time. So my primary care physician, my PCP, referred me to her because of all the AFI and everything that the hospital that I went to yesterday diagnosed me back with in December. So, excuse me, we're having all those issues. It's a constant reoccurrence with my body. I've also been taking a lot of mucus decongestant because there's been so much mucus that I've been coughing up. And as I just coughed just now, I can feel the mucus is trying to get up. So, I have really been able to excrete a lot of it out, which is exactly what I need to do. I think I mentioned, if I didn't mention it, then I will hear. If I did mention it, then you will hear it again. That the primary care, thought that maybe it could be an after effect, lingering effect of, of the COVID, why these symptoms are going on. So they're just trying to just figure it out. But culture done on tomorrow, Monday, as I go and get the porta cat changed every Monday. But when I went to the ER, they did a blood culture from my arm instead of doing it from the porta cat. And they told me that the my white blood cells was elevated. So I'm not surprised, because I have a fever and I was just feeling completely out of it. So I wasn't surprised at all, because when I had my blood work from when a couple of Fridays ago, and I'm going to say not my primary care, my hematologist, and looking in the system, looking at my chart, excuse me. Everything had so many L's and H's, and when it's L's, you have a lot of things are low. A couple of H's, you have things that are high. So some things, can go on their own, and you don't have to really worry about it, have it, repeating in your mind. But with dealing with a chronic illness, I try to stay up on my game as much as possible, because I've said it multiple times, I have no immune system. I do take vitamins and everything to try to build myself up. I cannot get a COVID shot as of right now because of being on the Aubagio, but hopefully soon I will be able to do that once the Aubagio is completely out of my system. I wasn't by my phone, and Evan was knocked out sleeping, so he did not hear my phone at all to answer it. But I had received a phone call, and it was a voicemail from the hospital ER nurse, and the not COVID test, the what is that? The blood test came back. The blood culture? Okay, thank you. The blood culture results came back, because that take a little bit longer than just regular routine blood work, and telling me that the results was positive. So they were giving me an option of saying if I wanted to go back in today, as it is Sunday, as I'm recording this, if I want to go back in Sunday. Today I can go and get antibiotics. They didn't say that they would keep me anything, but just, medicate me and to help me to, and I don't have a fever anymore, so that's great. But go to my appointment tomorrow, get the blood culture done from the port, as the infectious disease doctor wanted me to get done. And then see what she says, if she wants to give me an antibiotic or whatever. So I don't know exactly what I want to do. I can honestly say I am feeling a lot better than yesterday. I'm not going to say 100%, but not as where I know, okay, I cannot take it, I'm passing out, and I'm telling everyone call 911, and it's just a horrible sight. My hair started to grow back, you guys, but then sometimes it's falls out. I have been doing like this aloe vera plant I've been getting from Walmart. So I mean, that really helps a lot with the growth. My hair is curly, from the medication. My hair is already naturally curly, but then it's even curlier because of the medication. So if you ever wonder why I have the hats on, but with the cold weather, it's just easier to get up and go. I keep my hair clean, keep it washed and everything like that. But there's a lot of times why you don't see it, because with the chemo hats and then with the cold weather, I'm able to just do this here. So it's like the hashtag that I use all the time. Kimmy hat don't care, which I do care, but it just makes life a lot much easier when you have multiple appointments and your hair is going through so many changes. It grows and it falls because the medication side effects are just abundantly horrible, but you do what you have to do. So I have some gifts that I am getting together. I started it during the week, but we're waiting for some other things to arrive. Getting some gifts, together for my parents and for my nephew and forever, to give it to them today, because depending on whatever my plans are, depends on how the weather is. We were talking about going to a restaurant. These are the bags. They're not finished, but just to show you guys a little bit. This is my mom's bag. This is my nephew's bag. This is my dad's bag. And this is Ever's bag. I don't really want to show exactly what's in it. I will say what it is. And, once, so my mom, I got her a shirt that says caregiver. mom, boss. Now, the reason why I say things like that, because my mom to me and my mind, is a boss. The way she handles life, the way she handles things, the way she abundantly and amazingly takes care of me. So I got her a t-shirt that says that I know she's going to like and enjoy. I got my dad and Ever two shirts that are alike. They say the LSU Tigers shirt because fine, I am a fan of football teams, across the board. So not just stuck on my own. But I got them some shirts because the guy, I can't think of his name, Joe Bro, I think his name, Boro. He's from um um, and he plays for Cincinnati Bengals. These wallets that I saw on Amazon because they are all fully vaccinated. And these are the wallets that you can keep your what is that? You can keep your vaccination card in it. So it's all in their bags. My nephew, he wanted some gloves. So he has regular gloves that he has for, football, and, he does shot put. So he has, regular gloves like that. But these are some nice, simple gloves that's going to keep his hands warm among the three of them, among my dad, Ever, and my nephew, because trying to get them to drink healthy things. My dad and Ever both work, and so does my nephew, so to make sure that they have replenishing things in their body. My nephew, he's 18, but he'll be 19 March 9 on next month. So he really is a fan of Gatorade, Powerade, so I don't really have to get on him much about that, which is great. But so this is that here. Has some blueberry muffins that I could cut in half for my mom and dad, ever who wants to enjoy it. My mom is a fan of lemonade, so this is her own liter bottle. So this is just for her because she is a major fan. For the house, have some Mountain Lightning. So rather I have Sprite, Mountain Dew, guess what, you guys? No matter what I have, it's going to be devoured no matter what. So these are some of the candies that I have. Didn't really get chocolates because they had that for Christmas, and so, but I had to put my parents for them to divide because they love these things here. So I got this for my nephew's girlfriend, so that'll be hers, but this will be my nephew's. Now I'm not gonna. My plan was to cook today because I had some skirt steak, and we was in Walmart. Didn't really see the thin beef steak. But got some potatoes, so I won't cook today because my mom cooked some roast, and I forgot what else she has as potatoes there. So I'll probably moreover cook that on Tuesday. Also have three cans of lima beans. So this would be something simple. Ever have 5 apples so that he can bring it to work because he loves fruit. This will definitely be for the house. So this is another household drink that they can do. Vitamin water. Ever bought it in the bedroom. Have vitamin water, and my mom has started me on this water called Body Armor, and I have been drinking them like there's no tomorrow. My dad and I are always devouring the crab salad. So if anyone else in the household wants some, they can have this as well. This is bell peppers. 2 of this. This will be for Tuesday when the meal is being cooked. I was going to make beans from scratch or whatever, but we got some beans that are already cooked, so this will be for Tuesday. Already have some meat like this in the refrigerator, and this is for sandwiches. So a lot of times, my dad and my nephew, when they're making sandwiches, because we already have bread here, so we're able to get them a bread, but they can enjoy this here for, for making sandwiches. We got some broccoli here. There's some broccoli there, and I mean, really, that's about it amongst getting some adult pull-ups, for the urinary incontinence, some lotion for that as well, and then the little bed liners that, that are slept on. So, I mean, besides that is in the bedroom, so that is not shown, but that is all. So I'm going to put these things in the bag and get them together. So as you can see, this is the dress that I've had on. I just took it off and have this little undershirt under here because it's always cold outside. My mom has been a major fan of pepper spray, so I ordered her some, and so I have this in here, but it's pepper gel. Okay, you guys, they have arrived, so I have to go and hurry up. So gotta get this out the way and then show you guys once they open the gifts, or maybe after that. But thank you guys for being along on our journey. I will see you guys in the next video. Much love. Blessings.